Much respect, fam. Mr. Nkatla. We're inside the Poultry that we set up some years back. I just want to give y'all some updates on the work that I've been actually doing out here. Actually, a lot less birds than we had intended. We've been selling off some. Egg production is actually really, really stable. So if you're someone who, you need your egg plug connection out here, purely organic in Accra, I can definitely get you connected there. But essentially, I'm going to do an automatic water system. That's what I wanted to document. If you've seen the photos and the images from the Poultry when I had originally started it, then you know that actually, let me just go back a little bit so that you can really see. It's big. It's actually pretty big. I'm not lying to you. I've added some extension space here so that what was supposed to have been there was supposed to be the storage room and tool and work room. I instead now I've turned that into a reception area that when birds now come in, that's where I'll keep them. And then instead over here now, that's where you see I'm keeping feed and storage, and it's basically like, the office and central location of the Poultry. But essentially the idea, like you see it, I've got a lot of pipes. Even if we just go around out back, so you can really see the system. I've really laid some pipes out here. So you see that? We got 4-inch PVC pipes. The idea is that I was basically just testing the length of the back of the Poultry, because these are actually going to run inside. I'm going to use a jigsaw to cut openings at intervals along it, along the back, so that we'll have an automatic water system where I'll have a central tap that is connected to the PVC system with a bucket that I can pour water into it, and then it'll run down the pipes into all of the rooms essentially. Because I'll be honest, Poultry is really good agro-science here on the continent if you're looking for a real source of individual self-sustainability. But you need to be willing to take an investment and make sure that you really put it up to par if you can. It's not something that you want to dabble in. It's something that you really want to go wholehearted in. I actually really get into the logic of mixing feed to keep prices and things like that down. So I give them still commercial bought feed, but I supplement on the side with whole grains of corn, so that helps them to stay well fed. And like I said, egg production is pretty stable. We got about 80 birds, and we get about 2 trays per day. So the idea is that we want to put in the automatic water system, because by putting in the automatic water system, then now we'll be able to increase the quantity of birds and reduce the workload on maintenance, you see. So I want to go up to at least 300 birds. That's the intention for this place. So with the PVC piping, we're going to get all of that connected. See, that's a 3-inch PVC pipe over there, and that's going to run through this small area. Let me just go over and take a look. You see, we got the power tools. Oh, yes. You see, I said, of course, you need to have your drill bits for drilling holes for PVC pipe, and jigsaw blades, of course, and the mighty jigsaw itself. I was going to go in for a Bosch, but this Inco, for the same cost, I was able to get about 800 watts, which is going to be stronger than the 400 that they were trying to offer me on the Bosch for still the same amount of money. So I'm looking more for power as opposed to, those old school European brand names. Like I said, this is what's going to be, this is going to be the reception area for fowls that are going to come in. So the 3-inch PVC pipe is going to actually run along the wall inside here, join the back, and then those pipes you saw behind, they're going to be inside along the wall at about at least 6 inches, because the overall pipe being 4 inches is going to add another 10 inches, and you wonder that your birds should be able to at least lift their heads up and drink into it. And this was also added as an extension portion as well. This is where we keep the males. Yes. So basically, if you're out here in Accra and you need chickens, you see, like I say, I got your cocks, these are your roosters, your Plymouth barred rocks. So, I got a good quantity, well fed, healthy. These are going to be at least well over the average scale and size of what they're selling in the markets right now. So you basically get at me, the numbers there on the screen. I can deliver to you if you're taking up to at least 2 or 3 birds, let's just say it like that. And we can definitely get you into the corner poultry logic that I'm out here doing, because like I said, really, you have to be sustainable if you're going to be on the African continent. And if you're going to keep thinking that you're going to use that Western logic of a 9 to 5, meanwhile, the culture of our people before the invasion was sustainably agricultural, essentially, right down to your day-to-day lives. I mean, if you can just take a look at what we're really working out here. I mean, you just see corn, greens, see. Over here we got some granuts and stuff. I mean, pawpaw. Really got a little something going on out here that in the long run, adding different plants, you'll be able to sustain yourself just off of your living environment before thinking of what revenue you have to bring in to feed yourself from outside. So if you can make your home situation now to be, off-grid essentially. You have your solar panel system set up, you've put a borehole in place so that you have your own water coming in. Now essentially if you have a solar electrification system, then your borehole connected on it with the water coming up from the ground means that you're not paying for water, you're only going to be paying for electricity. So you can actually sustain an agricultural project if you're going to need to always plant and then water your crops and provide some type of irrigation system. So I've got a sprinkler system that I'm going to set up eventually when I finally have got some of these pipes and a tank raised up in the sky, because I want to be able to use gravity and that pressure to spread out the water in the sprinkler system and not rely so much on electricity. So, it's the whole permaculture concept that is being integrated here to really create a system where all the energy will be renewable and there is really no waste. I want everything to recycle against one another and sustain each other. So that is it. This is kind of like a before video so that you can see the situation before, and then I'm definitely going to show you how it's going to look after. So let's go inside like that too, so you can really see the workers. And then you see essentially where I've already positioned one PVC pipe. You see the block under it. The idea is that the blocks are already 6 inches. So we're going to run this through the wall over there in the corner. It'll come out through the other side, and then we'll connect a 2-inch PVC pipe that'll collect the water and pass it then around the back. Got another little congregation here of birds. That's why I said we had to separate the men, because it really got hostile inside there. I don't know why the men, for some reason, like to remove the feathers of the female birds when they're mating, but yeah, we had to separate them. But essentially, you'll see the pipe's going to pass now along the back there, and we'll be able to now centralize the water system inside the poultry so that I don't have to change the feeders every morning and every evening when I'm changing the feed. You see, I just have to centralize the water into one location. And then if I can figure out a way to also make feeding automated, then I'll definitely do that as well. So that's the project. If you can already see it, that's what we're going to do. We'll come back and see water pipes passing through. And the birds now very, very happy that they get enough fresh water throughout the day. So just make sure that you stay linked up, because this is just a vision of the before, and I'm definitely going to give you a vision of what has now occurred after I've done the little DIY work on my own. So I'm saying sustainability, self-reliance, having a vision, and reasoning out that for you to be able to sustain yourself in the diasporan logic of individuals who have come back to the continent and are trying to become sustainable, then you need to be able to remember, oh sir, that is it. You go back to that archetype that represents the spirit of agriculture, and you harmonize with it. My man was giving me feedback. He was confirming that what I'm saying was good. So let me get to work while I still got some sunlight, and then tomorrow definitely we'll come back in and take a look at how the work has turned out, its evolution.